So you're thinking about starting a business. Before you jump in, there are a few things you absolutely need to know. Skipping these steps could cost you time, money, and even your personal assets. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about 1, why forming an LLC is important. Secondly, how to protect your home address with a virtual address. Third, the suite of services that Tailor Brands offers. And for the 4th point, I'll go over how to form your LLC with Tailor Brands. Plus, I'll share at the very end hidden costs tied to running an LLC that most new business owners don't know. And so I'm going to spill all the tea today and walk you through how Tailor Brands makes the process of starting a business so much easier. So if you're ready to start your business the right way, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about why you even need an LLC. Here's the deal. An LLC, or a limited liability company, is like a shield for your personal assets. It separates your personal money from your business, which is very important. Let me explain. If something goes wrong in your business, say you're hit with a lawsuit or you can't pay off a business debt, when you have an LLC, your personal savings, your house, and everything else you own are protected. Those things can't be touched. Without an LLC, all of that could be in jeopardy. And let's face it, no one wants to put your personal assets on the line. This protection is what's called limited liability. It's one of the most crucial steps any business owner can take. Think of it as laying a strong foundation for your business. It gives you peace of mind so that you can focus on growing your business while securing the wealth of you and your family. Now, here's an important detail that most new business owners don't know. When you form an LLC, you'll need to provide a business address on your articles of organization. And I know what you're thinking. Can't I just use my home address as my business address? Technically, yes. But here's the problem. If you use your home address as your business address, it will then become available for anyone to access as it goes into your state's public record. And so choosing the right business address is not just a privacy concern, but it's a safety issue as well. And that's why deciding on your business address before you form your LLC is crucial to setting up your business the right way. And so with a virtual address, it not only protects your privacy, but helps you get that professional look, which makes a huge difference. And fortunately, you can get this all taken care of in one place. In addition to taking care of business formation and setting up a virtual address, Tailor Brands can also help you with other services. For example, they can get you set up with the correct licenses and permits, including sales tax permit. As someone based in Dallas, Texas, selling digital products, I needed a sales tax permit for my business. I tried doing it myself, but it was complicated and I made mistakes. So it's nice to have a business formation company like Tailor Brands to take care of it for me and take care of it for you. They also offer business insurance, which is essential to protect yourself. In addition, when it comes to branding, Tailor Brands can help you create a logo, secure your domain, and set up a business website all in one place. So you don't have to look elsewhere for these services. Plus, they can help your business maintain compliance by filling out annual reporting requirements, as long as connecting you with accounting, invoicing, and bookkeeping services. And so they're willing to help you in all areas of you starting and growing your business, including getting trademarks, which are essential to protecting your brand identity to ensure that others don't take advantage of the goodwill that you have spent your hard-earned time and money building. And so Tailor Brands is a full-service business building tool that sets itself apart from other business formation companies that focus only on LLC formation. And so now that you have a good idea of the services they offer, let's go through the process of setting up our very own LLC. I'm going to choose the state of Texas to get started with forming my LLC. And then once I do so, I'm going to click Get Started. Is then going to take me to this page. What is my business name? Let's go with Darcy's favorite subscriber, and then let's check availability. Nice, it says great choice. Yes, I would say being my subscriber is a really good choice. And now let's go to next. Is our business just an idea, taking the first few steps, about to launch, or already in business? Let's go with taking the first few steps. Now it's asking, when are we planning to launch Darcy's favorite subscriber? As soon as possible, in a few weeks, in a few months, or more than 3 months. Let's go right now, as soon as possible. And now it's going to ask for what industry is our business in. the best bet is to go with consulting. A lot of businesses can fall under consulting as it's a safe industry, especially when you're trying to get funding. You want to avoid high-risk industries like construction or gambling because that will hurt your chances of getting funding. So we're good with consulting. Let's then move down. And so let's go with professional services and hit next. Are you planning to hire employees in the upcoming year? Not for now, but definitely open to that in the future once the business continues to grow and scale. And let's hit next and keep going. Where will Darcy's favorite subscriber operate from? What country or state are you from? For now, let's go with a Dallas zip code. 75206 is a good one. And then ask, where will Darcy's favorite subscriber serve customers? Let's go with online, as we want to operate our business from anywhere around the world. And now it's going to ask, what else are you planning to do for your business? Since I'm just getting started, there's a lot of features I need to add. I want to get my LLC, my logo, a website, insurance, licenses, and permits as well, because I'm selling digital products and I'm looking to get all of my services done in one place. If you want to save on costs, then you'll likely want to go with multiple companies. But again, Tailor Brands is great for getting everything done in one platform. And so what did you already do for Darcy's favorite subscriber? We haven't done anything yet, because most of these setup steps is what you would do after the LLC is formed, not before. And so you could have a website already set up. If so, then you can skip on the branding. Now let's go for none of the above, because we don't have anything set up yet. And then when it comes to how you heard about Tailor Brands, you heard it from me. So let's go with YouTube. And now it's going to tell you about the business coaching program that's free and for 12 weeks. I can say that no other business formation company is offering coaching, let alone coaching for 12 weeks. And so this is a really nice perk and benefit with going with Tailor Brands. And so it's definitely more of that premium all-in-one option when really trying to get your business set up. So let's join the program and see how it goes. Now it's asking for our name, phone number, and email, just in case we need to pause the application. So we can go ahead and fill this out and then hit next. Now it's going to ask us if we want assistance with getting our EIN. And so we can get it through Tailor Brands, or we can do it ourselves. And if you are going to do it yourselves, you want to first get your articles of organization back from Tailor Brands before setting up the EIN. It's very important that you do it after, not before. And so for now, let's go with I'll handle it myself. But if you prefer Tailor Brands to do it, they can take care of the process for you. And then let's hit next. And so Tailor Brands is just confirming, yes, we want to set it up ourselves. And then it's going to take us to this page where we need to assign a registered agent. And so a registered agent is a person or entity that takes mail on behalf of your business. Typically, it's recommended that you appoint a business or a business formation company like Tailor Brands in this case as your registered agent, because if you miss important mail from the state, it's going to be very bad for your business and you could lose your LLC status if you miss important paperwork. And so let's go ahead, play it safe, and use Tailor Brands for this service. If you do have any questions about registered agent services, let me know in the comments below and I'd be more than happy to answer it for you. And if we want more details about registered agent and what they are, we can just scroll down the page. And then once we're ready, we can hit next. Now it's going to ask us about annual compliance. And so annual compliance is very, very important. And so each state requires us to fill out some sort of paperwork in order to remain in good standing. And so I personally said I can handle compliance because I've kind of done this before, but I would generally recommend that for your first year in business that you actually use a business formation company to send you reminders. Because if you miss these reminders or you don't submit the paperwork, there's going to be fees. And if you really don't submit it for long enough, they can remove your limited liability status, which would waste all of the time and energy you put into setting it up as you are right now. And so we don't want that to happen. And so it's very, very important that you follow through with your state's annual compliance requirements. And unlike the BOI report, annual compliance requirements have been around for decades. And so that's not going away anytime soon because it's at that state level. And so now we have the option of getting a branding toolkit. And so included with the toolkit is a domain, logos, and a website. If you have this already, then you don't have to worry about it. And so once you choose what works best for you, you're then going to scroll down and hit next. Now it's going to ask us if we want to expedite the filing of our LLC or do we want to wait a couple weeks. We can go back and forth on this, but since I'm not in too much of a rush, let's just go with I can wait a few weeks. Now it's asking us about our operating agreement. Personally, I'm going to go with I'll figure it out myself because I know there's some templates out there and available, so I'm going to figure this out myself and then go hit next. And then it's going to ask about a formation kit. And so I personally didn't get a formation kit when I first started my business, but I would say that this is something to consider because you do want a place to store for all of your business documents. Whether you get Tailor Brands to do it for you or you do it yourself, this is a very important step that you need to have done when setting up your business. So now let's just go with formation kit, but we can decide to do it ourselves later on if that's what we so choose. Next, it's going to ask us about a finance manager and if that's what we're looking for. And so a finance manager is an all-in-one tool for invoicing, bookkeeping, taxes, and custom financial reports. That sounds nice to me. And for $30 a month, sign me up. I'm a person that does like to test out free trials. And so with all of that's included with the finance manager, it's worth it to see if you want to keep renewing it every month. So let's go with add finance manager and then we'll move on. And for the next page, it's going to ask us if we want to sign up for alerts. I would recommend you sign up for alerts because there's things that pop up like the BOI report or any other additional requirement that we have to do. And so if you sign up for alerts, they're going to let you know right away. And typically filing reports is time sensitive, so you want to know about it as soon as possible. And now it's going to suggest a plan based off what we've entered in. And so based off what we said, they recommend the Elite because we wanted the branding included. If you don't need the branding, then Essential is all that you really need and is recommended for the compliance. If you're on a budget and you can take care of the work yourself, like filing annual report paperwork, as well as knowing about any additional filings, then the Light can work. But I do want to say there are reporting requirements that you have to remember. And so whether Tailor Brands does it or you do it, it has to get done to make sure your business is in good standing. For now, let's go with the Elite plan because we want branding, LLC formation, and compliance. So let's hit select and keep it moving. So here we are on the checkout page. It's going to let us know that the Elite plan is $249, and then we're going to click to see more details. And so as we see with the Elite plan, we will also need to pay a $309 Texas state filing fee. You definitely want to make sure that you write down all of these fees down so that you're not surprised later on. And one important point to note is that you can always click the question icon next to Elite LLC plan to see all that's included. If you have something included that you don't need, you can always switch out the plan later on. And so you see registered agent services are $199 a year, as well as the LLC formation kit. If you don't need those, you can just switch them off. And so once you've reviewed everything again, you can click continue to payment. And then you have the option pay with PayPal or pay with credit card. Let's go with credit card for now. And then we're going to get this window where we'll put in our name and our credit card information. And as you see, it'll be $249 today, but the total cost will likely be about $600 to $700 to form the LLC using Tailor Brands in the state of Texas. So it's very important to write down the total fees. And so right now we have $249 for the Elite plan, $199 for the registered agent services, and $309 as the state filing fee. And so here is the dashboard that you'll have access to once you go through the process. And so to the left, you can see all the different features that you can get. Once you submit all of your LLC paperwork, you will then be able to sign up for a virtual address. In the meantime, you can check out the different features to the left and see what you need versus what you don't need. And so when it comes to forming your business and each person is different. Make sure that at the end of the day, you find out what works best for you and your need. You've done what you needed to do when it comes to forming your LLC. Tailor Brands will take care of the rest. Now we need to talk about the ongoing services and compliance requirements, also known as hidden fees and hidden steps that most new business owners don't know, but you know because you follow me, that are necessary to keep your business in good standing. And so first, we have registered agent services. A registered agent is required to handle important legal documents on behalf of your business. Many states mandate having one, and typically you have to renew this service every year. The second hidden fee is the cost of annual compliance. And so most states require you to file an annual report or similar paperwork to keep your LLC in good standing. This often includes filling out a state-specific report, and the fee for this report varies depending on where your LLC is registered. And so requirements like this is why having a business formation company like Tailor Brands is very helpful. They can act as your registered agent and assist you with filing annual report. But you could choose not to go with a business formation company and do all of this work yourself. That is a real and legit option. Just know if you need to make changes or mistakes happen, it's going to be 10 times harder fixing it by yourself than if you were to get it fixed with a business formation company. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I know that 2025 is going to be your year. So take action, start your LLC with Tailor Brands, click the link in the description below, and make your business legit in the new year.